Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
There were no flashing stage lights that night, no roaring crowd, no polished choreography, no carefully rehearsed lines delivered beneath 1,000 cameras. Instead, there was the low hum of a night market, the soft crackle of batter hitting a hot iron plate, the scent of freshly cooked pancakes drifting through crowded air. And somewhere between the steam and the noise, something quietly shifted. It was not an announcement, not a confession, not even a headline. Yet for Liu Yuning, that ordinary evening would become unforgettable. Because sometimes what changes everything does not happen on a stage. It happens when no one is performing. The question many have asked since is simple, almost too simple. Why did that moment matter? Why did watching Zhao Lusi behind a modest pancake stall leave such a lasting imprint? The answer is not dramatic, it is not loud, but it may be more powerful than anything scripted for television. And tonight, we are looking beyond the spotlight to understand the secret hidden in plain sight. In an industry built upon perfection, every public appearance is refined, every smile carefully angled, every gesture subtly considered. Zhao Lusi has long been associated with warmth, charm, and effortless charisma. On screen, she embodies brightness and youthful grace. Off-screen, she is often surrounded by security, schedules, and expectations. Yet at the night market, none of that seemed to exist. There was no glamour in the flower dusting her sleeves, no stylist adjusting her hair, no production team shaping the moment. There was simply a young woman concentrating on turning batter at the right second, in counting change accurately, offering polite apologies when orders took longer than expected. She was not portraying humility, she was working. For Liu Yuning, whose own path to recognition was marked by years of performing without guarantees, that sight resonated differently. Before concert halls and television appearances, there were street performances. Before admiration, there was uncertainty. He understands what it means to stand in public space and hope someone will pause long enough to listen. Watching Zhao Lusi in that setting was not about novelty, it was about recognition. Not recognition of fame, but recognition of effort. The night market itself matters in this story. It is a place where status dissolves. Customers do not approach a stall thinking of awards or rankings. They think about flavor, price, hunger. In that space, everyone is simply human. And that was perhaps the first quiet revelation. There was no distance between her and the people waiting. She listened when someone joked. She apologized when she made a minor mistake. She did not retreat from the bustle or treat the moment as a performance opportunity. She was fully present. Presence is rare. In an era of constant recording and endless commentary, true presence can feel almost radical. There's a difference between being seen and being genuinely there. That distinction may seem subtle, yet it carries emotional weight. For someone who has experienced the instability of chasing dreams, witnessing authenticity can feel grounding. It does not create excitement in the explosive sense. It creates steadiness, and steadiness lingers. What makes this moment compelling is not that it confirmed anything romantic. It did not. No declarations were made. No dramatic gestures occurred. Instead, something more enduring unfolded. A shift in perception, a reminder that beyond roles and reputations are individuals shaped by persistence and humility. It is easy to admire success. It is harder to admire sincerity, because sincerity cannot be rehearsed convincingly. It either exists or it does not. There is also an element of timing. Both have experienced rapid career growth, intense scrutiny, and the pressures that accompany public life. When two individuals who understand that pressure witness each other outside the spotlight, a different layer of respect can form. Respect built not on image, but on shared understanding. Shared understanding often speaks louder than spectacle. And some observers describe the scene as simple, but simplicity can be disarming. In the ordinary act of serving food, there was a quiet dignity, a willingness to engage without hierarchy, the absence of self-conscious display. These details matter because they contradict the stereotype that celebrity creates distance. In that environment, distance dissolved. There's another dimension rarely discussed. Moments like these remind audiences that growth does not erase origins. Success does not cancel struggle. When someone who has achieved visibility continues to value ordinary labor, it signals something about character. And character is compelling. It draws attention not through noise but through contrast. Perhaps that is the secret. It was never about the pancake stall itself. It was about witnessing values in motion. It's about seeing kindness enacted in small exchanges, about observing someone comfortable without adornment. For Liu Yuning, who once relied on resilience more than recognition, that sight may have felt familiar. Familiarity can be unexpectedly powerful. It suggests alignment. For viewers, the scene resonates because it reflects a universal longing, the desire to be appreciated not for applause, but for authenticity. The hope that someone might notice the effort behind the surface. When we hear this story, we are not merely curious about two public figures. We are reminded of moments in our own lives when sincerity altered our perspective. Perhaps it was a gesture, a conversation, a shared silence. Small instances that felt disproportionate in impact. In a media landscape that often amplifies speculation, this narrative stands out precisely because it resists exaggeration. It does not rely on sensational claims. Instead, it invites reflection. Reflection lasts longer than shock. Shock fades. Reflection settles. So when people ask why that night became significant, the answer lies in what was absent as much as in what was present. There was no script, no strategic reveal, only the quiet exchange between a person working and a person observing. And sometimes the most profound connections begin not with fireworks, but with flour on rolled-up sleeves and the simple courtesy of listening. If this story moved you even slightly, perhaps it is because you recognize the truth within it. In a world that often rewards spectacle, authenticity remains quietly magnetic. Thank you for spending these moments with Update X 24 Hours. If you appreciate thoughtful stories that look beyond the headlines and explore the human side of public life, consider subscribing and joining our growing community. We are here to bring you insight, reflection, and the stories that unfold between the lines. Leave your thoughts below, share this video with someone who values sincerity, and stay tuned for more updates that go deeper than the surface. Until next time, take care. And remember that sometimes the smallest moments carry the greatest meaning.